Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another God of War 4 video. So in this video we have some very interesting stuff to talk about. As you've seen on my channel, I've beat the game. I pretty much have done mostly everything except for like the little side stuff that you can do after you beat the game. But when it comes to story stuff, I've done everything. So yeah, there's some very interesting stuff with this room here. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. I'm gonna turn the settings off just so I can hear myself talk and do this. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. So, oops. When it comes to this room, we have some very interesting details about this. So as you guys probably know, in God of War, there are 9 realms that you can go, well, not that you can go to, but there are 9 different towers and possible realms that you can go to. But the thing about this is, there isn't 9 realms. There's only, well, let's count them. 1, 2, can't go that one, can't go that one. 3, 4. We're gonna not count this one because I'll tell you why in a second. 5. And I think 6. So there's only possibly like 6 realms that you can, probably 5 to 6 realms that you can go to, because the other towers are locked. Now I tried to do my homework. I tried to do my research on this, see if anybody found like if what I'm about to say is wrong, and if there is actually a way you can get to Asgard and all that. There isn't. Nobody has found it yet. I hit the developers up on Twitter and I said, are you gonna comment on why there's towers or realms that we can't access? And I said, is it possible DLC? And they didn't even answer. They ignored me. So I personally think that, ladies and gentlemen, we have our answer. I was sitting there in the review saying, is there going to be DLC for this game? There might be. There are 4 or 5 possible expansions coming in this game. As you can see, Vanaheim, with the realms that are unavailable, it just says Odin. Odin is like, I think that's Thor's son, I think. I don't know, I don't remember. But as it says, Odin has prevented access to this realm. The travel rune will never work. Now, it does say, and this is what it says on every tower that you can't go to. It says the travel rune will never work. So maybe this is just a big troll and they just put the towers there to kind of troll people, say, oh, get your hopes up, DLC's coming soon, and you know, maybe they won't ever do anything with it. But I personally think this is setting up the DLC. I think Sony and Santa Monica Studios knew this game was going to be a huge success. Everybody, well, not everybody, but almost everybody was going to play God of War. They were going to buy it. And I think they said, hey, you know what? Santa Monica Studios, go out crazy. Make 5 expansions DLC. Make, you know, do DLC for the game. So I think the possible DLC expansions we're going to have is Vanaheim. We're going to have Jotunheim. I do think they're going to do something with Jotunheim. If you do, spoilers. I'm gonna say spoilers, and if you don't want to hear spoilers, just leave or skip ahead like a minute or something. Are you still here? Okay. Jotunheim is the realm that you go to at the end of the game to spread the mother's ashes. But when you go there, this area is very small. It's not like the other realms where you can explore, walk around, kill enemies. In fact, when you go there, there's no enemies at all. It's just kind of like you just walk up a big flight of stairs, you go across the bridge into one room and then past the room, and there it is. That's all it is. So I think personally they're gonna do a DLC with this. Like, they're gonna have like a giant come back and, you know, they're gonna do some possible DLC here because the realm is unavailable once you leave, and some people, you know, the other realms you need like a crystal to go to all these other realms, but I don't know. I just think they're gonna do something with this. Why have Jotunheim canceled off? Why not show like go to one of the best views in the game when you beat the game? And I'd say it's possibly because they're gonna do something more with it, with DLC wise. But we'll have to wait and see. So yeah. Let's see, Jotunheim, Helfheim. Oh no, wait, that's a regular one in the game. I'm not even gonna try to say that. Svartalfheim. Hopefully I said that right. I probably did. I don't know what this realm is. You know, as for the other realms, I kind of have an idea of what it is because of all the lore. I have not, like, in the game, I never even heard this realm mentioned, so that's very interesting. Maybe they're going to do something with this. Maybe, I'm really curious to see what this one is, but we'll have to wait and see. And, yeah, as like the other stuff, Asgard, you know, is kind of like where all the main gods are, and then, let me see, there was another place. Where was that other place? Was it Vanaheim? I thought it was Valhalla. Maybe I'm thinking, maybe it was Vanaheim. Vanaheim, I think, is the place where, in the lore, it said that the gods, when they die from Asgard, they, instead of going to Helheim, they go to Vanaheim, which is royalty's hell, and or not royal. When royalty dies in Asgard, they go to Vanaheim, or at least something like that. So this could possibly be that realm. And then, you know, we have Asgard, we have Jotunheim, we have the Svartalfheim. So we have 4 or 5 possible realms that we can't go to. Every player can't go to. No matter how hard they try, they can't go there. And I looked it up on YouTube. I looked it up on the internet. Nobody has found it yet. Nobody has found a way to get there yet, which usually us as gamers, when a game comes out for a few days, somebody has done everything. And I mean somebody on the internet or on YouTube has done everything. Nobody has done this. Nobody has done this. So this is where I start as you know, somebody who's played video games for a long time, and you know, I've been doing YouTube for a year now, and you know, I'm not saying that I'm a big YouTuber, but you kind of just put 2 and 2 together. I think that this is, you know, this is where the DLC comes in, I personally think. And you know, yeah, I personally think these 4 or 5 realms that are missing and you can't go to, I personally think that this is going to be DLC expansions. I think, like I said, Sony and Santa Monica Studios, if you don't know who Santa Monica Studios is, they made God of War, by the way. They're the developers. I think they knew this game was going to be very successful. It's PS4's highest rated game on Metacritic right now. And that does a very good thing for the future of this game, because people who are going to buy it later are going to be like, oh my god, this is the highest rated game. Well, besides GTA 5, but for PS4 originals, God of War is the highest rated game, and it deserves that. Like I said, watch my review. I personally agree with all the reviews. It does have its flaws, but I still think it's a masterpiece, and it is a very good game. And probably, I probably wouldn't say it's going to win Game of the Year because, you know, Red Dead Redemption 2, but I do think if there's a category for exclusive of the year, I think God of War will win that one. But yeah, that's another video for another day. But this is very interesting, and I'm not, again, spoilers. Are you still here, or did you skip ahead? Okay. On my channel, I posted a video about Thor's secret Easter egg ending, and it's pretty much where Thor comes to the door, and you see the hammer, this is very interesting because what are these developers trying to allude to? Are they saying that, hey, we're not done with this game, we're possibly gonna let you fight, excuse me, we're possibly gonna let you fight Thor in a future DLC expansion? It's very interesting. It's all very interesting. I don't know why you would put Thor as a secret Easter egg ending and then, not do anything with it. I think personally this is all connected, and in a future DLC expansion there will be a fight between Kratos and Thor. So yeah, I think the game is gonna have, personally, it's very weird when you have a system like this in a game where you can travel to different realms or different areas of a game, and there are areas locked, and especially after somebody has beat the game. Like I said, I have beat the game. I think it's very weird that towers and realms and areas of the game are still locked. So, like I said, I do. If I had to guess at a percentage of how likely this is going to be real DLC expansions, I would probably say 100% guaranteed this is going to be DLC expansions. I personally believe that. I've seen tons of games do this same kind of mechanic where there were areas or there were like different areas of the game locked off, and then later it ended up being a DLC expansion. So yeah, I personally think it's real. I personally think that, this is going to be real DLC expansions. I'm not going to lie, I'm probably one of the first YouTubers to, at least at the time of this recording, I'm sure later on when the game is out for after a few weeks, I'm sure people will start making videos about it. But I'm probably one of the first YouTubers to talk about this, that there's 5 realms missing from this game, and they're the realms that people are most interested in, like Asgard and Vanaheim. And yeah, I'm very interested to see where this game goes in the future and see if it's real. Like I said, with a secret Easter egg ending with Thor coming to Kratos' house with his hammer, and then they don't ever do anything with that, that would be a big disappointment. It'd be such a huge disappointment. It'd be such a wasted opportunity. I think they're so gonna do something with this. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Jotunheim was at the end of the game, but like I said, they didn't really do much with it, and you should be able to go back there and walk around, but it's locked again. So yeah, I personally think this will be a DLC expansion too. So let's count them. Let's see here. 1, 2. Wait, hold on. Okay, let's see. 1, 2. 3, 4. So yeah, that would leave 4 potential DLC expansions. The 3 that I showed you where the realms are locked, and then Jotunheim, which was at the end of the game but now is locked again. So this is very interesting. It makes a lot of sense. For usually a game when it comes out has a total of 4 DLC expansions. That's the most I've ever seen a game ever have. Is 4 DLC expansions. So this makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense that maybe Sony possibly went to Santa Monica and said, "Hey, this game's gonna be a huge success. Our numbers came in. This game's gonna be a big success. Let's do DLC expansions. We want you to do 4 DLC expansions." And I just showed you the proof. There's realms locked. There's areas locked that are possibly in the game yet. I personally think they're going to end up being DLC later. So, yeah, this is very interesting. This is very interesting stuff. Hold on 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. The room I make videos in, like I make videos in a room, somebody was knocking on the door. Sorry. I know, it's kind of unprofessional to pause the video like that. So yeah, this is very interesting. Like I said, I loved God of War. Probably, I wouldn't say God of War was a surprise of the year. I knew it was going to be a good game. I just feel like with the combat and stuff, it was very worrying, especially when the developers start coming out and saying, hey, it's a game inspired by Dark Souls. That gets a lot of people nervous about the combat, but it ended up being a really good combat system, a really good game. So yeah, obviously you can tell from my review. But yeah, what do you guys think about the future DLC expansions? Do you think that there could possibly be DLC expansions? It is kind of weird that the game is out now, and I know usually developers don't say much about DLC when a game comes out, but sometimes they do. Sometimes they at least address it and say, hey, after the game, we have lots of content planned, and they haven't really said anything. So that's kind of where it kind of puts half and half. Half of me says this is real, and they're trying to be quiet about it and get people just to play the game right now. And they're trying to get people to enjoy the game right now, and then later on they'll start addressing the DLC stuff. But I mean, you can't lie. There's realms missing, there's realms locked off, and the only reason I could think of, because from what I saw on my research and my homework on YouTube and stuff, I couldn't find anything about this. So it possibly could lead to DLC expansions or future updates. So we'll have to wait and see. But like I said, what do you guys think of this? Are you open to having that many DLC expansions? Are you saying, hey, the more the merrier, I want to keep playing this game? Or, you know, there's no season pass in this game, which is very interesting too. That kind of, I don't know, that might leave a sour taste in some people's mouth that they have to pay more money for this game. But yeah, it's very interesting nonetheless. So yeah, I'm very excited. I loved God of War. If this ends up, if this DLC expansions end up being true, I'm very excited. I can't wait to see what they do with the free features that they add to the game, and then of course the DLC expansions, if it ends up being free or not. It probably won't be, let's be honest, but you know, I'm just excited. I can't wait to see what the future of this game is, and hopefully there is one. Hopefully this is real. Hopefully they add DLC expansions. So yeah, if you want more I'm going to end the video there. If you want more God of War 4 content, I guess just stay tuned. If you want other content from me, I do new games, I do old games, I do everything gaming related on my channel. So definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.